Eucharist is God and is the center of my life. It is a gift from God and what my faith is built on. The Eucharist gives me the strength and courage to get through the day. It brings me closer to God. I am not complete without His love, and it is the food for my journey in faith. I had believed that my faith was strong. I prayed, attended Mass, received communion, and taught PSR. Then something happened in my life which brought me into a very dark place, and I felt abandoned by God. My healthy husband died suddenly right in front of me. My faith was shaken. Several months later, I was at Mass when I felt a warmth in my heart after receiving communion. I knew then that Jesus was calling me to come back to Him and that He loved me. I just began to cry and told Him I was sorry for my lack of faith and that I needed Him in my life. Then I felt a sense of peace and knew how important the Eucharist was to me. In the Eucharist, we are joined with one another through God's love as one community. Jesus wants us to share that love with others. I am sharing my love for the Eucharist with my second grade PSR class and their families as I prepare them to receive their first communion. As we do our lessons, I feel that Jesus is right there beside me as I am telling them how wonderful I feel each time I receive Him in the Eucharist, that He lives right there in my heart, and that He wraps His arms around me and says, "You are my child. I love you, and I will never leave you." I hope that they will be filled with Jesus' love and want to receive Him as often as they can. I feel so special to be a Eucharistic minister. I am truly giving Jesus to others under the appearance of bread and wine. I also bring Jesus to several homebound parishioners. They are always so grateful to be able to receive Jesus and often say that they feel a part of St. Gabriel community, which is the body of Christ. I still have periods when I experience loneliness and grief. I try to receive Jesus daily at Mass. After receiving Jesus, I take time in the quiet of my heart to tell Him my feelings, how much I need Him, and how much I love Him. I often spend time in front of the tabernacle or at Eucharistic adoration, just talking to Him about my joys, worries, sorrows, and weaknesses. I thank Him for being there for me, for loving me. As I pour out my heart to Him, I envision Jesus standing before me, and all I can say is, "My Lord and my God."